Hi, are you looking for a fully online university that you can do anywhere from Nigeria or anywhere from abroad without going to class regularly and without interrupting your already tight, busy schedule? Maybe you want to take a degree in BSc, MSc, MBA, or whatever it is. I present to you today Miva Open University. In this video, I'll be covering the following points. I'll be showing you the origin of Miva Open University. How did this school come about? How long has it been in existence? I will also be talking about the programs and the schools that are in Miva University. What are the programs that they offer? I would open to you the tuition and the fees that you are to encounter. I would also let you see the admission and the requirements for undergraduate and postgraduate studies. I would also inform you of the exams and the assessment. How do they take their exams? Is it purely online? Can you write it from anywhere in the world? All right. What about NYSC for those who are in Nigeria? And is it really accredited? Are all their courses are accredited? Is it, stamped and approved, licensed by the bodies that are necessary? What about employability? How do employers view this school and graduates from this school? Then I'll be giving you now my personal pros and cons, my honest review of the school, and of course what you can see or what people say online of this particular school. So sit back and enjoy this very few minutes video as we cover everything you need to know on the Miva University. I am certain that after this short time we spent together, you will not have any doubt about this school anymore. I also made a special video on National Open University, the popular National Open University. By the way, do you know that it's the most popular school in probably the whole of Africa with over 500,000 students? I'm talking about over 515,000 students in one school. That's the National Open University. So I made a full video on it. You want to check the channel or look at the link in the description of this video to watch that video and to see if it's also will work for you. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so we want to start with the origin and the background of the Miva Open University. Okay, so the first thing is it was established in 2023. Miva was established in 2023 and is the first fully online university in Nigeria. Interesting. And then it has been licensed by the NUC, so you need not worry. All of the programs that I will be showing you that are offered in Miva Open University have been licensed by the NUC. Okay, and then it is owned by uLesson Group, founded by Sim Shagaya. Of course, it has a mission, which is to make higher education flexible, affordable, and accessible. And I can tell you, as regards that mission, they are trying. Now let's go to the next thing. What are the programs and the schools programs and schools in Miva Open University? Now they have the School of Communication and Media Studies. School will also mean like college of, as you will see in other schools. So School of Communication and Media Studies. And under this college, what they have, the only course that is offered here is Mass Communication and Media Studies. Some schools briefly call it Mass Communication, but they name theirs Mass Communication and Media Studies. It means one and the same, and it has been licensed and accredited by the NUC. Okay, they also have the School of Management and Social Sciences. So these are the courses that are in that school, that college of management and social science. We have business management, which in many schools is known as business administration. Then you have economics, you have accounting, you have public policy and administration. In many schools it's known as public admin. Then you have entrepreneurship, and then you have criminology and security studies. In many schools it's just called criminology, BSc criminology. And all these programs will take you just about 4 years. So 4 years. Okay, let's see the next school that they have, or college that they have. They have College of Computing, Computer Science College, where you can take either any of these courses. You can take computer science, you can take cybersecurity, you can take data science, you can take software engineering, and you can take information technology. Some other schools call this ICT, okay? So information and communication technology. Now let's go to the fourth school and the last school in their program. You have School of Allied Health Science, and in this School of Health Science they take just two programs, which are nursing sciences and public health. So you can go for nursing in Miva Open University, and you can also go for public health. Okay, moving forward, let's see the master's program that you can take in Miva Open University. As I've often said, most of these open universities, including National Open University and the likes, I feel that they are better for masters and postgraduate, not really for undergraduate studies. Okay, because you really need to, there's a lot education apart from having a degree. There is a lot. There's the social aspect, there's the interaction aspect, there's the communication aspect, there's just a lot. There's the thinking aspect where you are exposed. There's a lot of exposure that comes with taking a full-time degree, which you will not have in open distant learning. We'll still come to some of those in the pros and cons section. But I just want to say that I believe that these schools are really good for master programs. Okay, so look at the master programs that they offer for now. These are the few master programs I could get that the Miva school offer for now. If there is anyone that is not here, please let us know in the comment section. You can get master programs for MBA, as if you studied arts, business admin. Okay, now it's called business admin here. Of course, we saw it in BSc at business management. So business admin here, MBA, then MPA, Masters of Public Administration. Then you can also have your MIT here, which is Masters of Information Technology, and then you can have Masters of Public Health, MPH. All right. So those are the master courses you can take in Miva School. Now let's see the courses and fees. Now, one of the things you should know is their courses, their fees are transparent. There are no hidden charges. So once you pay your tuition fee, that is it. That is about it. Although when you are just entering as a new student, there are a few fees you would pay, okay, like medicals, which have been calculated as your compulsory fee. Okay, so the sum will be slightly higher than what you will be paying afterwards, yearly. So, but you'll be paying approximately between 280 to 350K, for BSc degree every year. And I really feel like this is fair. Okay, if you are a serious person and you know what you're doing, you should be able to, no matter how much you earn, maybe 30K, maybe 40K. I'm talking about the lowest earners, maybe 30K, at least the minimum wage. Of course, we have even gone beyond 30K now as a minimum wage, but if you are earning 30, 40, 50, 60K, you should just try to see how you can save. Since you are making this investment for your future, it's not too much, right? Since you will not even be taking transportation and all of that expenses, so this money is not too much for somebody who wants to really invest into their future. And then some courses, but very importantly, some courses are a little bit higher than some, probably because of the number of courses you'll be taking, okay, under those programs. Some programs are a little bit higher than some. From my research, I saw that BSc Computer Science cost is a little bit higher. I stand to be corrected anyway by reputable, verified Miva official. All right, so but some courses from my research are a little bit higher than some other courses. And then I saw that there are no hidden charges. I also saw that you don't have to pay the full bunch. You can split your fees, okay, so you can pay in bits. So that's another very good advantage of the Miva school. Many schools do not allow instrumental payments, but this is good. At least you can pay within a certain period of time. You should pay up. Right, let's move to the next thing, which is admission and requirements for admission. To get admitted into the Miva Open University, inputs is taken yearly. So you can join the January cohorts, the May cohorts, and the September cohort. So they admit 3 times a year, which is typical of most open universities. Now, National Open University also admits about 2-3 times in a year. So application is free. Yes, for this one you don't pay for any application form. So application is free, and you do it on their website. So you just visit miwaedu.ng. You can just browse it on Google and you will see their authentic website. You can visit that and to find out more information. And then requirements for application is simply your 5 O-level credits, including English and Maths, in maximum 2 sittings. So you must have 5 credits, which is typical of basically any serious school in Nigeria. All right, we're moving to courses and fees. Courses and fees. Oh, we already covered this, sorry. Okay, so we move to exams and assessments. So how are the exams? How are the tests in Miva school? Now you have continuous assessments, okay, plus end of semester exams. So you have your tests, just like you have, like we discussed in National Open University, you have tests online, and then you also have your final exam, okay, 30-70%. And then exams at physical centers in your state of residence. So there are centers. Miva has annex, and of course physical centers in several places. So you can, I believe when you are applying for your exam, you choose the center you want to go to register your to have your exam. And if you are not in the country, of course you can always discuss with your student counselor or your course counselor. Then they would work with institutions in your neighboring state, or you can use their facility. Yes, I've learned of such in the school system, whereby they can connect you to centers in probably countries where you work or where you are located, or they can ask you to install a certain program on your system, to connect you to them. So, but basically what I'm saying is you don't really have to be on ground to write your exams in Miva Open University, which is slightly different from schools like UNALAG, several other schools where you don't have a choice but to be on ground for your exams. And then outside Nigeria, exams can be done online, like I said. So you don't basically have to be in the country for exams, for you to take your exams. If there are reasons why you cannot be in the country, it's good. So with this, you can actually bag so many degrees because it's flexible. All right, we are going to get to the reason why it might not be a good choice. Yes, so still stick around. And then what about the accreditation? Because this is a really important subtopic. There is no point going to or bagging a degree if it's useless or if it's not accredited. So you want to know if it's accredited. Well, here you have it. It's fully accredited by the National University Commission or the Nigerian University Commission, and the degrees is recognized so far as Nigeria is concerned. Okay, then graduates get a letter of exclusion. They do not serve, just as it is with virtually every online university I know in Nigeria. You don't serve, you get an exclusion letter from the NYSC. Then school says it has the same legal right as NYSC certificates, but you might need to confirm with the employer. Yes, they say they have the same rights as those who go or who went through NYSC, but we have seen that from my own study, it is not entirely true. Many employers do not accept on open distance learning, frankly speaking. Some employers want to still see that NYSC certificates. They want to believe that you've worked before. That's why I said it's really good for persons who are doing it as masters, okay? Because many employers want to see that you have an idea of a workplace, of a formal workplace, which is one of the things that NYSC posting or NYSC certification is telling your employer, that you've worked in such and such a place, okay? You know about dignity, you know about diligence, you know about service. You're not just coming from school. You have some skills that have been developed by your interaction at the workplace, but you don't have an NYSC certificate here, so it might be a problem for so many employers. Yeah. Okay. Employability now, which is the next thing. What is the likeness of getting a job if you hold a Miwa degree? Would you get a job at the end of it all after 4 years or probably 5? We get a job. All right. So let's see. One of the beauty of their courses, you see, they don't offer all the courses, a lot of courses. They just offer a few courses, but those few courses are really on-demand courses. So those courses are courses that you need as a business person or as an entrepreneurial person or as an ICT person, computer person in the country, it will be relevant. There is no how you will use these courses. You are not just bagging them. So they focus on demand or in-demand digital management skills, so which is very good. I like it. I give it to them for that. They don't do foolish or useless courses. And then career relevance, they focus on courses that are relevant to career, like software, data, cyber, business, public admin. These are courses that we interact with. We don't know, we don't actually give it those terms when we interact with these people or these kind of things every day, but we do accounting every day. We do business admin, public admin every day. So this approach or these courses they've selected are actually great courses. Then of course, because they are NUC accredited, you should be able to debate it with your employer, or of course I still believe that it affects some selection processes, because you will not be there when the HR is actually selecting results to tender to the MD or to tender to the board for interview. You will not be there, and some HR may feel like somebody who did his first degree in an national open university or in an open university, they might not want to consider that person over a first class or a second class student or even a 2-2 student from school like University of Ibadan or University of Unilag. I'm just saying, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And then success depends on skills, portfolio, internship, not just the certificate. So this is just simply saying that your ability to get a job is also depending on your skill and your portfolio, okay? Because MEWA certificate will not be enough for you. In fact, certificate from any university is not enough. You must be able to have some skill in your CV. You must be able to present yourself well in a way that when you attach your certificate, your MEWA certificate to it, and you attach the skills that you have by the side, that's why the school is a good school. Why? Because you can be studying for this program for 4 years and still study other courses, other diplomas, other certifications, and still get other professional approvals. Okay, attaching that with your MEWA certificate, from this particular school, whatever course you take, could land you a good job. So don't depend on this alone. That's what we're saying. We're saying that you should have other skills and portfolio to support or to help or to boost your employability. Okay, now let's go to the final slide, which is the pros and the cons. Okay, we have seen the good and a little bit of the not so good. So let's look at it in general. What are the advantages and the disadvantages of studying in this school? The first one is flexible learning, meaning that you can study from anywhere. You can sit in your bed and study. You don't have to get to school for probably all through the year, right? So affordable tuition, it's transparent and it's affordable. You just need to plan, and then you can pay it, and you can pay instrumentally. Then hot courses, the courses that are selected are designed to be needed in today's market, to be competitive. Then no strike. Aha, that's a good one. Very impressive. They are not under ASU. They are not under all this government labor organization. So it's an independent school. It's a private online school. So you are sure that your 4 years is your 4 years, right? So these are very good. Of course, you are still able to do other things. Your life still goes on. Okay, you can still do whatever you want to do. Go anywhere you want to go. You are not limited to the walls of the school. But the cons, the disadvantages now. NYSC exclusion only, not full service, which can be a big challenge for some employers. And then no campus life. You will not be exposed to campus life. If there is any campus life in Miva school, it will be organized by probably the students, or probably one day the school decided to do something nice, or just to move things a little bit. But there's little to no campus life. Okay, no campus life, no social gathering, no vibing like that. Okay, then self-discipline needed. Your success will depend on your personal drive. Like I also said in the video I made on the National Open University, if you know that you are not an independent reader, you are not good with self-discipline, this will be a bad choice for you, because you might have a lot of carryover and, you know, drop out of the school. Like I made in that Open University video, which you need to go and watch. I said that 50%, my own study shows that 50% of students who enroll for programs in Open University at the 100 level drop out of that program before 400 level. 50% of your classmates. So, and most of this 50% is not because of the financial restraint, because Open University is federal. Is it actually even going to be cheaper than this one? It's just because they are not able to follow this word, self-discipline. They're not able to maintain the discipline. Because apart from your 100 levels course, which is CBT, and you just enjoy yourself, you know, you start getting to 300, 400 level courses that it requires a lot of mental effort. You know, you start getting tough courses like, you know, physics, like coding, you know, where you need guidance, you need mentorship, you need tutorials. And if you are not able to get yourself to school, to your study group, or to groups that are organized by your student counselor, in order to help yourself through communication, through conversation, through sharing, you know, on these particular courses, in the exam, you might not do well. And if you keep carry over, many people will get depressed or get fed up and drop out. So these are some of the challenges. I've actually seen a lot of people, not in this school now, okay, because my study didn't cover this school, but I saw that a lot in National Open University. A lot of students keep dropping out of programs because they are not unable to meet up with the mental stress, maybe not stress, mental demand, and with the physical demand, with this discipline demand to have or to finish with a good course, a good degree rather. And then the last one, the consequences, it is internet dependent. So let's say you're writing a test and you're not at the school and the network flicks. It could be the end of Solomon Grande. What are you going to say? So that's the thing now. It's internet dependent. Let's say you're writing like I said, you need stable connection in order to do well in this school. Well, but thank God, nowadays there are so many good connection like FL now. Okay, this is not an advert to FL, but there are some really good broadband internet you can get that will place you on 5G, and then you are sure that this won't be a problem. You will only have to deal with these other ones, right? So I think that's about it on Miva Open University. I'm sure you enjoyed this video. If you did and want to continue seeing more of this, smash the subscribe button. Let me know if you have questions, if you have comments on Miva Open University. Did I touch, sorry, this should be Miva. Now, did I touch something wrongly? Maybe I didn't explain something correctly. Please call my attention to it in the comment section. I'll see you in another one. My name is David.